So you know how certain terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda and others have these sleeper cells that are living in countries like the US where they're just carrying on business as usual, people work with them, people know them, have no idea what their agenda is until all of a sudden they get activated and they do all sorts of crazy terrorism stuff. Well, very similarly are the star seeds, but for the purpose of good, right? So star seeds, and there's two types. There's some that have always known that there were star seeds that were born awakened or were awakened at a young age, and therefore they've always known what their mission is. They've always been aware that this was coming, that these times were coming, and that they were going to be needed and what their job was going to be. Then there's another group, which is a larger group of people who have just been, like the example I just gave, living their lives normally, having no conception of anything other than what's in front of them, what they've been raised. They have social conditioning, family conditioning about what their lives should look like. Maybe didn't even believe in extraterrestrial life or galactics or anything like that, which would be me, for example. Didn't even think that was a thing. And then all of a sudden they get activated and they're like, oh my God, like I am part of it. I am part of this mission to help the world, to help Earth and humanity with ascension. I am part of this fight against the dark shadows, the dark governments, the cabal. I am actually an instrument for good. God is using me for good to help with awakening, to help humans recognize their divine power, to recognize the divinity within each and every one of us, to start questioning things, to start questioning what our governments are doing, to start questioning what our social constructs are, to start questioning what our establishments are doing, our healthcare system, our educational system, our economy, everything. Start questioning it and start thinking about ways that it can be different, it can be better, it can be improved. And here's the other thing. Star seeds are not necessarily looking for the limelight. They're not driven by ego at all. And they very rarely want to even be leaders. They just want to, if it was up to them, they would just live a quiet life. But they've been activated and they've been called to move forward, to do these things, and to oftentimes be called to be leaders in New Earth, even though that's like the last thing they might have chosen for themselves because they don't have ego, or a very small ego, because we all have ego. But so anyhow, that's a way to explain a lot of what the Earth Alliance is comprised of, because I've gotten a few questions about Earth Alliance. A lot of the people in our government now did not have any idea that this was coming, and they've just been working in their regular government job, and now all of a sudden they have another mission, and they have to help the US government.